Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Welcome to your monthly reading for the month of March. I'm going to jump right into grabbing the cards, giving them a quick shuffle. I want to do the Celtic cross spread for you, the traditional Celtic cross spread for your monthly overview reading. The Ocean Tarot I specifically grabbed basically because we're in Pisces season. So if you know a Pisces, if you have Pisces in your chart, this reading might be extra for you. Sagittarius, thank you for being here. Thank you for your attention and your love and the showing up for the channel. It just means so much. I'm going to just split these a three-way split. We're going to jump right in. I want to start off by seeing if we have any jumpers pop out for us. For the sign of Sagittarius, fire sign Sagittarius, for the month of March, let's look at this general overview energy for you. For the month of March, for the sign Sagittarius, what do we have? Let's see. That was a lot. So let me put those over to the side. It's the Two of Spears and Judgment. Looking for your recent past. Recent past energy for Sagittarius. What brought you into the month of March? What brought you here? For the month of March, the Magician. Magician is beautiful. I'm going to scoot this to the side. What is your current energy? Current energy for the sign Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Three of Pearls. So Three of Cups. You're feeling joyful, celebratory energy. It's like you're getting together with friends and having a great time. What's challenging Three of Cups? You got two. You got the Queen of Treasure and the King of Treasure. So that is interesting. It's almost like a divine pair is challenging your current energy. It's like mother and father. It's you and your partner. Maybe you are partnered up and the two of you together are, your couplehood is preventing you from getting together with friends and celebrating and letting your hair down, because maybe the two of you are just so into each other that you're not really able to see anything else in the world right now. So you're focused on your other person, your pair, your divine pair. It's like a soulmate. What's on your mind? Ace of Spears. So this is clarity. This is a new idea. This is a clear, focused mind. What is in your subconscious, what you might not be aware of, but it affects you and it's there. Sagittarius. The Queen of Pearls. So that's the Queen of Cups. Lots of royalty, court cards going on the table. Let's look to the near future. What's going on for Sagittarius as we move into the future? Justice. Beautiful. Wow. And the next four cards, I'm going to lay those face down, but I want to first get your external energy for the sign of Sagittarius. External energy, your internal energy, your hopes and your fears, and your final outcome. For Sagittarius, for the month of March, the final outcome is the Three of Spears. Well, that one is making an appearance. Let's get the bottom of the deck. The Four of Treasures. So the Four of Treasures, as a general overview for the month, states there is a sense of reevaluation. There is a sense of, it's emotional. And it, to me, always gives that feeling of, I don't feel anything right now. I don't feel happy. I don't feel sad. I don't feel up. I don't feel down. I don't feel angry. I don't feel sad. I don't really have any feelings, and I'm not a robot, but I just don't have a sense of how I feel about this. I'm observing it. I'm looking at it, but I don't know how I feel about it yet. I just don't have enough information to make a decision about how this makes me feel. And this can be the general overview for the month of March. So let's jump in. You did get these two jumpers. Judgment, Major Arcana. This is about spiritual awakening. You got that coupled with the Two of Spears. So while you feel this spiritual awakening, you feel as if the old you is leaving the building and the new you is here. And you are just relishing in this new feeling that you have, this judgment-oriented persuasion of the world. How you see the world, how you feel about the world, it's different than you used to. You feel like a new person. And the Two of Spears, yet there's a sense of indecision. There's a sense of, I can't make up my mind. I'm of two minds. I have two ways I can go. I can search this way or I can search this way, but it definitely has to do with the mind. The Two of Spears, of two minds. I can go one way or another, but however I go, I am this new person as I do it. I'm not operating on my old operating manual. I'm operating on this new person that I feel like I am. So that's probably almost like a snake shedding its skin. And interestingly enough, we just did have the official Chinese New Year, the fire horse, and the wood snake is gone. So the wood snake shed its skin and out popped the fire horse. So having this feeling of, I feel like a new person, that makes a lot of sense. Your recent past, what brought you to the month of March, is the Magician. Now, the Magician is card number 1 in the Major Arcana. So it is a big deal. It's universally powerful. And the Magician is a creator of their destiny. They are the master manifestors. So you, Sagittarius, were dialed in to how you want your future to look. It's interesting because it very much, rings true that the old you is gone, the new you is here. And the new you stepped into the position of power and knew that if it was going to be, then it was up to you to make it happen. So you grabbed that magic wand. You realized that you had all the tools that you needed to manifest your destiny with. You had your cups, your emotions, you have your swords, your mind, you have your wands, your passions, and you have pentacles, your financial backing. You have all the tools that you need. And the code key for the Magician is as above, so below. Pulling that heavenly, beautiful, spiritual, universal energy down and pulling that earth energy up. And it's a combination of the two. Usually we see that figure 8 universal energy symbol, and that's the power of the Magician, is from the universe, drawing it down and drawing it up, and it's a combination of the two. So your current position is the 3 of pearls, which is 3 of cups. You're currently in this energy of let's get together. Let's have drinks. Let's go out after work. Let's get together on the weekend. Let's have a good time. Let's let our hair down. Let's shake, rattle, and roll. Let's just be fun and footloose and fancy free. That goes perfectly with your energy, Sagittarius, because you are a fun-loving individual. And that's your current energy. What challenges that, interestingly enough, is this divine soulmate partnership. This can be your partnership getting in the way of you having a good time, because you and your partner are this power couple. They are both of the pentacle suit, so they're about their physical reality. So you both are very connected and on the same page where it concerns your physical reality, but it's getting in the way of letting your hair down and having fun because you're so dialed into, but is that making us money? Is that bringing in revenue? Is that going to bring us income? Is that going to be helping us find our perfect home? What about our children? What about our bank account? Somebody, you and them together, combined as a joint effort, gets in the way of this Three of Cups energy, letting your hair down, having a good time. So, so be it. This is a conflict. Maybe it's not a bad conflict. It can be just a challenge to that current energy. On your mind, what's on your mind is the Ace of Spears. This is like that divine revelation. We had this beautiful, brilliant new idea on how we're going to solve the mysteries of life, or the mysteries of our business, or our love life, or it's a new idea. It's almost like a light bulb moment, like you see in the cartoons. It's a opening of that mind ability, and I love it. It's a new beginning. Clarity comes, focus comes, mental dialed in energy. Ace of Spears, Ace of Swords. At the bottom in your subconscious, what you might not be aware of, but it affects you, is the Queen of Pearls, which is the Queen of Cups, which is divine, feminine, loving, beautiful, supportive, nurturing energy. The Queen of Pearls feels her emotions, and I'm saying her because it's feminine energy, and you can be a masculine in your feminine energy. But if this is here at the bottom, it's in your subconscious, it's something you might not be aware that you even possess, but it is that nurturing, caretaking. I want to make sure that you have this love. You know that you're loved. I want you to feel my love. It's feminine, so it's internal. It's how you feel inside. You're ruled deep inside with this beautiful heart. And this beautiful heart sees people, cares for people, has these psychic abilities, this intuition. You get these hits and these messages you might not even be able to understand, but deep inside, you really are ruled by this beautiful heart. These deep emotions, you feel very deeply about others, especially that you care about. As you move into the future, we have Justice, which is the major arcana for the sign of Libra. And it is about a legal situation going in your favor. It is about an HR decision at work being found, you're being looked at favorably. It is anything that you're involved in where a dispute or a discrepancy or some sort of legal action, this is in your near future. So it looks like the scales will be balanced. Things will be fair. Things will be equalized. Things will be heard. It's definitely not emotional. It's definitely facts, figures, numbers. We're not talking about how you feel about anything in the future. We're talking about the facts and things being the truth coming out. Interesting, because that definitely is what Ace of Spears has to do with: the truth, clarity, opening of the mind. And then we have that it's like a fruition of the truth is revealed. Everybody's going to be able to see everything accurately. Justice is the truth. Your external energy, the Tower. So the Tower is a sudden surprise, a shocking revelation. It is fire energy. It's ruled by the planet Mars. So this can be scorpionic or Aries, but it's your external environment, something outside of you that you really have no control of, Sagittarius, is going to shake you up a little bit. Some news, some information, somebody telling you something that you had no idea was going on. Possibly, maybe it is the truth. Somebody shaking up your world. Somebody definitely giving you some news and some information that you were not expecting. The thing about the Tower is it doesn't happen to us, it happens for us. So while it may seem a little unnerving to have the Tower be your external energy, it is for your highest good. Your internal energy regarding that, how this makes you feel, is Eight of Treasures, which is Eight of Pentacles, and that's all about work. So you decide internally, you're just going to get to work. You're going to focus on what you can do with your hands, what you can do with your mind, what you can do with your effort. You're going to invest your time, effort, and energy into something that you can control, which is usually our job. So I don't know about you, but I have always found that when I have a lot on my mind, when I'm stressed out, when I'm going through a lot in my personal life, having a job to do, having things to do, having a checklist, it's helpful. It helps us to, keep our hands busy, keep our mind busy so that we're not thinking about maybe whatever this Tower or this justice could possibly be. If it's anything you weren't expecting to hear or know about. Ultimately, I like that we have justice because the scales will be balanced no matter what. This hopes and fears is the King of Spears. So in your hopes is that you would be able to speak truth no matter what, to call out action in the mind atmosphere. So being mentally prepared, mentally preserved, and mentally ready to forge ahead to whatever we need to do to get the job done. We're just going to be, it's not emotional. It's very much in the mind. And let's go. It's Aquarius. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. This is in your hopes and your fears. But it is a King of Spears. It's a King of Swords. So this can be you in this energy, or this can be someone in your energy, like a father, a grandfather, an uncle, some masculine energy. You could have a mother that's in their King of Swords. So they speak their mind. They don't really care how it lands, but they speak their mind. Can be a friend or something like that. But someone comes in and speaks their mind and shares their truth. And you hope for that, but you're also afraid of that. You don't really want to hear the truth because, when we hear the truth, when we hear Ace of Spears, Ace of Swords, justice, we might not want to hear that Tower. But ultimately, it's a hope, it's a fear. I hope I get only the truth, but I'm also a little afraid of only the truth. Sometimes, we want to be padded. Don't give it to me all in one full swoop. Give me a little time to adjust and acclimate to the truth. But I don't know if you are somebody that I think, Sagittarius, you're a very strong, powerful individual. I think that you're somebody that can handle the full truth and nothing but. Final outcome for the month of March is that Three of Spears, which is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords here for your final outcome just says there is mental pain that you're remembering. You're remembering, and I don't know if it's because of all this truth being spilled, this tea being spilled, this truth coming out that you weren't really expecting, this Tower energy. But remember, you are a new person. Judgment. You also started the month off with Magician energy. So remember that you are the manifester of your destiny. You've created this world that you live in, that you exist in, with your thoughts, with your heart, with your mind, and ultimately everything's always happening for our highest and best good. So this final outcome being this remembering pain says to me that there's triggers throughout the month that make you go back to a place that you may have thought you healed from already. You thought you dealt with that. You thought you closed that chapter. But things happen in this month that make you remember pain from your past. Now, that can serve you if it helps you to heal. Where it hurts us is when we get stuck there. So just remember, there is this element of remembering heartbreak, remembering when we thought our ship was sailing on the ocean, but it started to sink. So we remember how it felt. And if we get stuck there, it hurts us. If we can use that to move us through to the future, that's when it's in our highest good. At the bottom of the deck, you had that Four of Treasure, that reevaluation. I'm not sure how I feel about things. I have to wait and see how this month plays out. Let me grab the Light Seers Tarot and do a quick clarification, especially over that Three of Swords. For the sign of Sagittarius, why is the Three of Swords here? Three of Swords for Sagittarius. Why is the Three of Swords here? Two more, please. Two more for Sagittarius for that Three of Swords. One more. Oh gosh, that's too many. Let me grab one more for you, Sag. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands. Oh gosh. You are remembering some serious pain, but there's the Star. The reason why you're remembering this, whatever, it doesn't look pleasant. I'm going to be honest with you. Three of Swords is remembering a heartbreak, remembering when we had three swords break our hearts, leave us out in the cold, leave us for, the wolves to come for. It definitely is showing up. 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, but we have the Star. You are going through something in March that is, you're remembering this pain, but you are doing that, like I said earlier, because you're letting it flow through you so that you can have healing. The Star is healing. It is Aquarius, more Aquarius energy showing up. It's hope. We have hope in the future. We see the final outcome. It's just not here yet. But we know that if we keep believing and seeing the best, that it will eventually materialize. I want to bring your attention back to the Magician. Remember who you are. Remember the power that you have to create your destiny, to manifest your healing energy. The Star is everything it sounds like it would be. Celestial and beautiful, and the light filled. It's also angelic. If you believe in angels, believe that angels are protecting you, watching over you, and assisting in this healing journey that you're on. Okay, Sagittarius, let's grab a Spirit Junkie card for you to finish off your reading from Gabrielle Bernstein's Spirit Junkie. Thank you again for your time and your attention. We have my happiness is a direct reflection of how quickly I can shift my perceptions from fear to love. Dang, that's perfect. My happiness is a direct reflection of how quickly I can shift my perceptions from fear to love. Sagittarius, this is your reading for the month of March. Thank you for being here. Please remember I'm on YouTube and I'm on TikTok, and your likes and your follows and your subscribes and your shares, very helpful to the growth of the channel. So thank you again for your time and your attention. Be blessed and be well. Namaste.